So flat now. Okay. I came late to the stage because I was cooking something very nice for you. You are going to be fully entertained. A full film is coming. That was the NFVF that has put that work together for us. It's coming from their libraries in terms of the video and film material that they have. Thank you very much to NFVF. Now we are moving to something else. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my sweetheart. Do you know that one? Okay. Now we are going back to what we are all about today, our program of the day, but I just want to say we are recognizing and we are celebrating Isicathamiya music. As you all know, that Isicathamiya music, we remember it very well when we are thinking about Black Mambazo today. But where it is coming from, we are giving you the history of it, remembering Ubawo, Solomon Linda. And of course, when I say, hello, my baby, that is from Isicathamiya. When I say, she has diamonds on the soles of her shoes, that is Isicathamiya. It's still continuing. When we are singing Imbube, that is still Isicathamiya. And I think we are going to enjoy what we are going to see. We are rushing the program because we want to make sure that you do have time to listen and watch everything that has been prepared for you. Let me now call on stage our Isicathamiya of the day, Buchambelo Sunrise. Buchambelo Sunrise. Hello, my babe. Hello, my babe. Hello, my sweet. Hello, my babe.
Africa, Africa,
because of this dangerous disease, because of COVID-19. Let us go back and pray our mighty Lord. The whole world, the whole world, the whole world, the whole world, the whole world. Africa, to go. We want to take this opportunity to thank the Department of Arts, Sports and Culture for the opportunity and to thank the Minister Ntatena Timted. I like the way you call this group, you say Sunrise Botshabelo, Botshabelo Sunrise. Thank you with the opportunity. May God bless you all. Today we are happy to be here to perform at the launch of Heritage.
Sechaba sa Yesu, hare kutlele mura, ilole kurisisa, hore rifosi teka, hare satswara mietlo ya rona, hona jwale, bana ba rona, ha ba tsebe mietlo ya bona. Lili papa tsa setso
Tse kambu,
uleke
Bibo,
murabaraba lesokwana le diketo
oi, 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 oi.
oi 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 ngempela endlasinge likuzablethe kunyamule phemba nembe. Oh, kuba sashabe kwathi. Hayi. Hey.
Umambo.
Ayibo, ndingumqwathi unoni udikera umsakwane sidini. Umbuso womhle. Ayibo.
Umambo. Uzondi umiha uziyeka uthambo lenyoka elihlabele emzondayo. Umambo. Wena Are khaben runa bohle bo.
Are khaben ka setso sa rona.
Elele mama.
Are khaben ka setso sa rona. Are khaben ka setso sa rona. Are khaben ka setso sa rona.
Saranzo. Ya ka setso sa rona. Artemba na varuna. Mieto ya rona. Hawatsile uipulela. Ona ke bo ma. Abasotho. Batswana. Ela emapedi ye. Are khabenga setso sa rona. Mobane tsatsile na ke mona re tlo lwantsha. Tsatsile na la setso. Are khaben ka setso sa rona.
Banna tiantse be le mameleng ka nthiša pohole robelane le fateng dikonokono le kgone go utlwa se ke se bolelang ga ke bua ka yona po ena ye tshehla ena ye le shebile ka kwano tsa bona ke bua ka pitsi motseng tsa fapakana ga o apere le motho o ne o fotile morena maseka sešope mohlankana e mo tlase mo motela a tlaba mokgosi a bua le bahlankana re moramolapo ntekane ka jene ba tsela kgobekgoba ba tshwara thuta modidietsane wa utlwagala motseng wa utlwagala tsikwane sephokong phokong sa taba tsikwane dinareng banna le tlatiba sunrise le reng banna thiba motho ke a wela sunrise ye banna e kenye boloko ka go fela nka pila lona ke eo banna e
Hebo. Hey, abona badisana kale sana moyen yalla teki oh yalla teki teki severiswa ebadisana awaleta ta semiraka yalla teki oh yalla teki yalla teki wala yalla yalla teki yalla yalla teki yalla kelele wana yalla teki wana yalla teki wana yalla teki wana yalla teki yalla ala la wana yalla teki wana yalla kelele yalla yalla ay hey teki wana yalla kelele yalla teki wana yalla ay kelele yalla teki ay kelele yalla ay ay
Ngapa na?
Thank you to Botshabelo Sunrise Botshabelo. Thank you. We are moving forward with our program, and to take you to the next item on our program, I can only say, agree with me, music is the cultural bridge. It is something that is making us to cross over the lapse and gorges of our diversity. We can say that, again, it's not just music. We are putting all these things together in the same way sport does, to take us across cultural bridges. In the same way, our art in various forms, we've seen here, art in the form of music. Having said so, I want to say this is the time for me to introduce to you one and only, and that is our Minister, Minister Nathi Mthethwa. And I can only say it is easy to introduce the minister, because when I introduce the minister, I just name certain things until he arrives on the podium. I say sport, I say art, I say culture, I say cultural diversity, I say solidarity, I say inclusiveness, I say how Minister ngizozengiphelelwe manje. Oh, Minister, ungibambile lapho. Minister, you are everything to us in the subject of today. I don't want to say it because you have your eloquent way of saying it. Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you very much, CDG. Sanbona nonke. Molweni. Ndiyanlochisa. Molweni. Dumelang. Abshing. Ndawo yanduni. Ubani osaliwe. Ubani osaliwe. Am I correct? Sanbona nonke. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful day. You feel blessed when you are in the midst of greatness. You are great, all of you, including laba kade belahla umlenze. Everyone, you are great. But the greatest amongst us are our legends. Snobabu Makubane la, Snomamu Abigail Kupega, Ukona Ulanati, Siabonga. Thank you very much. Having you assures us that we are still on the right track. This year's Heritage Month is celebrating the legacy of Solomon Popoli Linda and our indigenous music. South Africa is known for its high level of creativity the world over. Ubaba ke uLinda, if sizokhuluma ngaye, I can tell you firstly, before ngisho ukuthi ubani, ukuthi this week I signed in the government gazette the name la akhulela khona eMsinga, that place, town called Pomeroy, named after one of the colonizers. Shintshileke le ndawo isiyezokwaziwa ngokuthi iSolomon Linda, akuseyona iPomeroy. Ubaba uSolomon Linda wasebenza kakhulu umculo wethu, our indigenous music. That's why we're talking about indigenous music today. In 6 days from now, on the 8th, would be the 60th anniversary of his passing on. So Solomon Linda was one of the pioneers of the indigenous music called isicathamiya. Babeyikhola ke kuqala kuthiwa imbube, that genre of music. Imbube meaning ibhubesi, the lion. And later on, kuthiwa isicathamiya, njengoba saziwa ukuthi isicathamiya. If uzo contrast the two, Imbube is that fearless beast, lion, and contrast it with what the genre is known today as isqathami. Uqathama is to tread carefully, to tiptoe. That's why Ben Babona be tiptoe la. A sunrise, utabelo. Iyaqathama nayo, uqathama. This is the genre of music which was not known in the world. Ubaba uSolomon Linda kufanele ngabe izukulwane zakhe zama billionaires or trillionaires, because music wakhe usadlalwa today the whole world. If you hear anything noma umlolozelo noma yini, Lion Sleeps Tonight. Are you familiar with that? Da 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 da. Are you familiar? The origin, the Lion Sleeps Tonight, the origin is Imbube, Kababa, uSolomon Linda. Today, people, whether we are in Hollywood or Bollywood or wherever, Lion Sleeps Tonight puts in the pockets of people millions and trillions of dollars and euros. But uBaba Linda died impoverished because other record companies that time understood the value of his music. Bamropa uBaba Linda. They signed to take ama rights akhe, including what you know as Lion Sleep Tonight. Basayina nje ngo 10 shillings. Ngokwemali yanamhlanje yini 10 rand. That's all. But in 2022, he passed on in 1962. In 2022, many companies, film companies, music companies, and everybody are still reaping the fruits of uBaba Linda. So sithike siyamkhumbula today and this month, and in us remembering him, we remember South Africa and South African creatives. The level of creativity among South African creatives. Abantu bomhlaba don't want you as South Africa to mimic what they do. They want your original. They want your own. Because if today you think you can do what 10 cent does in America, is it 10 or 50 cents? What is it? Is it 10 cents? 50 or 50 cents? If you think you can do better what 50 cents does in America, you are just fooling yourself. Baba Linda and those who came after him showed us that if we are ourselves, the world applauds us. That is why the group Ladysmith Black Mambazo has won 5 Grammy Awards today. Because they came to the world stage, on the world stage, with something the world doesn't know, which is ours. And one of the best song Ladysmith Black Mambazo is singing is Imbube, Kababa uSolomon Linda. So I'm highlighting his plight to say that during those times, to date, things have not changed drastically for the creatives in South Africa. In fact, Umama Abigail Gupega is here with us, a living testimony of people who went through terrible times tough times. But she told me that their spirit never died, even in the face of adversity, by those who were supposed to acknowledge, at least to acknowledge a person like Solomon Linda, a person like Umama Abigail Gukbega here with us, people like that Don Matera, who has just left us, people like Obaba Umakuban. But I'm highlighting it to say that yesterday, Parliament passed the 2 bills which are about the lives of creatives, changing the lives of the creatives in this country for the better. The Copyright Amendment Bill and the Performance Protection Bill. These bills, if they are passed, they are going to change the lives of the creatives. And one of the areas where this change is going to be felt is for people to benefit in the repeat of their creative work. Today, it's repeated again and again. A lion sleeps tonight, but the family of Ubabu Linda doesn't get a cent from that. So these bills are actually dealing particularly with that and ensuring that our own creatives are able to be in a better position than they are in this country. We've fought for this and will continue to ensure that we look at the lives of the creatives and challenge the system, change the system for the better, because it's an injustice that we are talking of a global icon who died poor and whose descendants are not benefiting out of that. And that has to change. Now, history has many ironies. When Ubaba Solomon Linda passed on was 62, it was the year for a long time where an important voice of the people was silenced for many years, because that was the year when Mandela was arrested. Mandela was arrested at Harwich in 1962 by the apartheid regime. Actually, they had failed to arrest him. They had to go and get their friends, the CIA, to trace Mandela. And in his incarceration, he came out nearly 30 years later, alive. And he came out to ensure that our freedom is guaranteed. We've seen here some of the clips which we played here from NFVF. And I must say that we do have up and coming film producers who are here with us. I don't know where they are seated, DDG. I would want them to just indicate where they are, because our task is to ensure that not only music, but across the board, people are supported, are given just a space to fly on their own. And we're not talking about isicathamiya kuphela. When we talk of indigenous music, we are talking about the evolution of our own cultural space in South Africa. That akugcinanga ngoBabu Linda, we have the younger generation today who introduce kwaito in South Africa. Namhlanje sinamapiano. We are moving on as a society. And this is our own, which we are sharing with the world. And I can tell you today that there is a high demand for Amapiano in the world today. And people want to know and get more of this genre. But besides that, we are, as a department, over the past 20 years, have been motivating our people to get to our own. The kind of sport we have, we play, going to be watching Banyana Banyana later today, football, rugby, and so on. But we also have indigenous games. And it's those games, for the past 15 years, we've been holding these games in Limpopo for the past 15 years. It started only last year that we went to another province. We went to KwaZulu-Natal. And these are Indlamu, Umkhenzo, Chikona, Chikombera, Mizumbu, Dinaka, Tiki Dry, and the Sikatamia. And there are many others, which we are reintroducing. Ingatu, for instance. And all of that, we are reintroducing that we need to be proud of our own and who we are, so that as a country, we are able to celebrate this big legacy of this giant and many other giants like Solomon Linda. So we are saying to South Africans, in order for us to see our way forward clearly so, we need first ukubuza indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili, those who have been there before. We need always to ensure that wherever we go, we get our guiding lights. And they are here with us, some of them, others are not here. But it's through that we'll be able to be successful as a society. In South Africa today, young people, young creatives are in many domains of the cultural and creative sector. And as South Africans, we ought to support them. But what needs to be their pillar is the regulating of the industry. Once we win this, we have won the first leg, which is the National Assembly yesterday. From here, these bills are going to the NCOP. And from the NCOP, they are going to onto the desk of the President for assent. And it is when these two bills are passed, we will look back and say, those who started the path, those who started the way, the likes of Babu Solomon Linda, their sweat, their labor was not in vain. But for now, until then, a luta continua, the struggle continues. Thank you very much.
Okay, the program continues, and behind me, we are just doing the part of the program which seeks to recognize our living legends, launching the 6 books, 6 living legends books that were documented for the 2021-22 financial year. The living legends are, maybe when I'm getting to this part, Minister, I want to announce the living legends with you next to me. As Minister is walking up, I will just name them. The living legends are Dr. Don Matera with his book titled Powerful Expressions. Mr. Caiphas Semenya, book titled Rhythmic Fusions. Mr. James Matthews, book titled A Dissident Poet. Miss Abigail Kubeka, titled From Skylark to Star. Miss Letambulo, titled Soaring Songbird. Dr. Peter Magubane, titled The Power of Camera. Yes. Then you can say your last words. That is my
Who's this now? If somebody can spot this person, I will give you 10 cents. So you don't know this person. You don't know. You know. Who's this person? Hey! Thank you.
so that it's easy for you, Mr. to
Oh,
say.
okay.
Say?
Yeah. That's so sad. And the next lady is Letambul, Soaring Songbird. Okay. Aha, this gentleman. Who is he? Prakatsi. Thank you. Hey! And this young lion? Commence. Commence. Thank you. And Diman? Eh? Pravi? Pranzinga. Thank you very much. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much. Acknowledging that this is the work of our minister, or I still have my podium. I thought it's gone. Doesn't anyone want to sing? Ati, Gubani lo, obamaziyo, abazange. Gubani lo. Abazange bambona, abazange bambone, abazange bambona, abazange bambone. Kubani abamaziyo, abaz. Kuminister lo. Okay. Bambona, abazange bambone, abazange bambona, abazange bambone. Okay, that was just minister to say we are recognizing that that is part of the good work that you are doing, that today we are able to celebrate these heroes and heroines. Now, before I call our acting DG, almost coming to the near end of our program, let me just as well introduce to you that soon we are going to have a 24-minute film. We decided we are going to have this film just after vote of thanks so that Those that want to leave, they are able to leave. But I promise you, you will not be leaving, because after that we are going to have some music. Istathamia kuzoba mdaka lapha. And I also want to further say, I don't want to introduce the names, but I just want to give you one that may entice you to sit longer. My last dream. I seem to like this one. And there is another one, Breaking Barriers. I think I also like this one. And then the other one, Portrait of a Legend. Yes, I think with that three, I have managed to make you find a reason to say I will stay longer to see this film production. But before I call vote of thanks, let me just indicate that in the style of launching our Heritage Month, this is the month of partnerships, and we have a build-up program that is lined up. And this build-up program, it's combining various things, music festivals that will be taking place in different places. It's a form of storytelling, talking about our heritage that will be taking place in different stages across the province. Track us on social media platform, and you will know what's happening. Lastly, I also want to say we have the partners that we are working with on the program for the Heritage Month, the Presidency, the Department of Traditional Affairs, the Department of Tourism, GCIS, the Indigenous Music Organizations, the National House of Traditional Leaders, the Pan South African Language Board, the Moral Regeneration Movement, all provincial governments, the public broadcast, bringing along all other media partners, as well as the DSEC entities. The list is not ending here, because it's still the second day of September. We are still loading more of what is going to fill the month of September with our build-up program to the 24th of September, and after the 24th of September, the program shall continue. On this note, let me call my acting DJ, Baba Vusumuzi, Vusitemba. They are called twins in another space. You'll pardon me. There is another space where they are called twins. On that note, I must indicate that we are going to see Baba Vusitemba with us for a longer time, because he is not just acting only for today. Perhaps it is worth me mentioning that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Program Director. And maybe just before I thank you for having run this program so well, let me also indicate that you are really beautiful today. I thought that you were gonna clap your hands if I say that the program director is beautiful. Thank you very much. I've indeed thanked the program director, but I think it's also important that I thank the chairpersons of institutions that are with us here today, and members of the councils that are with us here today. Also thank the CEOs of our institutions who were able to make it to this beautiful day. And also let me acknowledge those who are here representing our MEC, and it's good to be with you here today. It's also very much important that I thank the living human treasures and the legends that are with us here today, because we wouldn't be here today without them. Look how beautiful they are. And also we're so much thankful because they were able to accept our request to say, we would like to document your lives because we want this knowledge to be with us forever. And this knowledge, these books are going to be with us forever. And thank you, Living Legends. it's really a privilege to be with Obab Makubane, to be with Omamo Abigail Gubega. It's just a rare opportunity to really rub shoulders with them, and thank you so much. Let me also thank the artists that have actually sweetened this occasion, and I'm sure they are still going to sweeten the occasion. For instance, the poet who was here, Soli Ramatsui. We also had the NFVF, all the filmmakers that are here under the leadership and under the auspices of the NFVF. The minister has already indicated, and in fact, I might just take advantage of this opportunity to just indicate who they are. I have got Angel Piri from Gauteng, Zinzinkenene from Gauteng, Clinton Clark, Northern Cape, Kekulu Nyoni, Northwest, Jesse Zin, Western Cape, Danile Muhlame, Mpumalanga, Kinilwe Mokoka, Northwest, Derek Makaula, Eastern Cape, Sbusiso Mavimbela, Northwest, Angela Moki, Free State. So it's very good to be with you, and thank you also for a job well done. Bochabelo Sunrise, thank you so much. It was beautiful to have you here, and I can see that you're still gonna give us more. Minister, thank you so much for your speech and also for your thoughtfulness. Your thoughtfulness in that you were able to, this year, to choose this theme, deliberately so, because it's the 60th anniversary of Solomon Linda. And I must say, I'm really touched because this theme will make us speak about him. In a way, Minister, you have immortalized Solomon Linda, but also the community of former Pomeroy, they decided to immortalize Solomon Linda because that town today is Solomon Linda. It was Pomeroy. Now, what is important about this, Minister, and everyone who is here, is that young children, even some elderly people, are going to be asking questions. Who is Solomon Linda? And the stories are going to come up. And Minister, you have so beautifully crafted the story of Solomon Linda. It's painful, but also we're happy that at least we still remember. He stays in our memory. He lives in our memory. And thank you so much for having been so thoughtful as you chose this theme. And let me also take this opportunity now and thank colleagues who have been behind the arrangement of this day, the organizers that have been behind this particular day, whoever is the events management for this day, we really thank you. And I wouldn't have done my job if I don't thank you. I thank you. I thank you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Minister. Thank you.
Okay, whilst they are setting up the stage, because we are going to have Ishmael Mtimunye entertaining us with Istatamia once again. He will introduce the group. After that, it's the film that I promised you. But I do want to say there is one corner that we did not list in the list of the partners, because that's our co-host, for the Heritage Month. It's the Gauteng Provincial Department for Sport, Art, Culture and Recreation. I hope HOD engage Manaye in making sure everything is fine until the 24th and beyond is around and can just salute everyone. He is here. MEC Hlophe has made sure by all means he is here just to confirm that they are with us. And so far, pack your bags and fill it with your fabric. Go and have a designer for what you will wear on the 24th of September. And I believe we shall be convening at the grounds of the Union Buildings. Isn't that even better? Halala. Halala, halala, halala to you. Halala, halala, halala to you, but Ishmael. Istatamia has its own way of coming to the podium. Manga imoshinda.
Lochani, Sanbonani, are you ready for more performance going today? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nkululeko on stage. Shoo! Hey!
Sanibonani. Sanibonani. Niyaphila. Siyabonga uba nani namhlanje osukwini olukhulu kangaka lokuba kuzolontshwa lokungane iHeritage Month. Siyajabula kakhulu singamaqembu esicathamiya. Njengoba nisibona lana ke singamaqembu amabili sizoniperformela izingoma eziwu2 nathi bese sidedela abanye. Iqembu elilana njengamanje iPhomoroyi Golden Stars kube inkululeko abafana benkululeko. Lezi insizwa lezi zePhomoroyi iphuma phansi eMsinga bese kuthi ezenkululeko ibuya phansi eMzimkhulu. Sizonidlalela nje ingoma ibe mbili singachithi nathi isikhathi bese sizokwazi ukudedela abanye. Engikujabulela kakhulu ke ngizwile kuphathwa ke igama likaMkhulu uSolomon Linda. Naku la thina ke sisuka khona ngqo. Njengoba leli igama ekuthiwa Phomoroyi lizoshintshwa. Kusho ukuthi kuzoshintshwa lo mbhalo enubona la emva kwethu ngoba yithi abantu bakulelo Phomoroyi leyo esizoba iSolomon Linda njengamanje. Sithi bafowethu sibonga kakhulu ke bafowethu owethu ke esikwaziyo nesikujabulelayo akukhona ukukhuluma owethu umsebenzi ukushaya ingoma. Nifuna ukuzwa. Okay, hayi sesiyayithinta sothinta ibe mbili nje. Sizohamba ngolayini bese sishaya nesiponono. Bese niyajabula bafowethu. Lomculo kaSothoza sizoshintsha kancane ukuze nabasha beuthande awuthina
sizofaka ipapapum ukuze nabasha beuthande sizofaka ipapapum ukuze nabasha beuthande
basifuna ukuthi lo mculo
ube nalento ube nathandi bethandwa abantu abasha
basifuna ukuthi lo mculo
ube nalento ube nathandi bethandwa abantu abasha
awuthina
sizofaka ipapapum ukuze nabasha beuthande
sejabula ukuba nani sezohamba sohamba ngolayini thina
samba ngolayini
umnandi
Mzansi
samba ngolayini nje
samba ngolayini
umnandi Mzansi
samba ngolayini thina samba ngolayini kumnandi Mzansi samba ngolayini thina samba ngolayini kumnandi
Okay, siyahlanganisa. Manje isikhathi ke se film. The film that we have promised. NFVF, are we ready? Waphuthelwa siyabuya isicathamia futhi. And awusabuya ungene stage. Are we ready? Yes. I hope nizoqala ngale yami engiyithandayo. NFVF, give me a sign. Yes, all right.
I'm Kimberly shining, mind in this city, perfect timing. Find me in the rough, wipe off the dirt. Got potential to shine like a rock on a ring. Small town boy, now the mic is my toy. I follow my dreams, now it's in front of me. Feel as if I made it. This is my dream since I was a lightie, long time coming. Ja, van Tuka, got my papers van Eklis.
Ek is Ricardo Fitzpatrick. Ek is van Rodepan, Kimberley, en ek is aan die sport van powerlifting.
I thank him for all the blessings that he's given to me. Even though I'm just a small town boy, funny why, aka the Diamond City. I am a Kimberley Diamond. I'm Kimberley shining.
Daai het tye deur my kop gegaan. Hoekom het ek my been verloor? Ek het my altyd ingedink, hoe sal ek as ek nog 'n been gehad het. Maar ek dink, soos my pa ook daai tyd vir my gesê het, miskien die feit dat jy jou been verloor het was 'n blessing. When I first started to do powerlifting, my initial was actually to do bodybuilding because of my uncle. And then I attended Elizabeth Conradi School for the Physically Disabled, where they had all of the equipment, the gym equipment, and then they said, no, I can do my bodybuilding there. And when I started to lift the weights, I started with 40 kgs. I couldn't even get a 40 kg weight up. And then as the months progressed, I become stronger and stronger and stronger. And then the coach back then, Jan Fleming, said, no, I should consider doing the SHMs. I will do very well. I can win a medal at the SHMs. And that's how I came into powerlifting.
Toe wat ek vir Ricardo verwag het, toe het daar komplikasies in my swangerskap. En toe moet hulle vir Ricardo op 8 maande. En toe sê ons nou 'n preemie baby. Toe kom vind hulle uit, daar's fout met Ricardo se een been. En ek vra toe nou, hulle sê nie eens om die dokter kom sien. En wat ons die dokter kom te sien, toe sê die dokter vir my, ek en my man, hulle sal moet Ricardo se been impeteer.
Ons was net bang ons verloor hom. Ons was bang ons verloor hom. Maar ons is net dankbaar. Al het ons hom nog gekry met die een been. Al het ons hom gekry met die een been, omdat hy daarom gespaar gewees het. En dis vir 'n doel wat hy deurgekom het. Kyk, die verpleegsters en die mediese personeel het nie geglo dat hy sou maak nie. Want hy was maar 2 weke oud. En om die waarheid te sê, hulle het baie min hoop gehad dat hy sou kon deurkom.
Mami my sê, hoe oud was ek daar en waar was hy foto gevat?
Hoorie, hierso het jy net in die hospitaal uitgekom nadat hulle geopereer het. En jy was hier omtrent so 5 maande oud gewees.
Hoe kom het ons so aangetrek daar?
Nee, ek het vir julle sommer twins gemaak. Want ek het altyd maar vir julle dieselfde klere
Ek weet, ja. Ek weet. Okay, hier was my eerste dag by skool.
Ja, hierso, hy is so opgewonde. En jy so, hoe sê mense, excited, want toe sê jy, mami, ek gaan nou na die regte groot skool toe, ek gaan nie meer na kleuterskool toe.
Okay. Toe ek maar so die competitions gedoen het. My eerste competition was in Pretoria. Dat was daar, ek het nog nie eerste record gekry nie, maar ek het daar 'n gold medal gekry daar. So dat is my eerste competition. En dan, die was toe ek gemedal het daar in, dit was mos nog, jare mos nog in Huispoort. Die was 2002.
Was dit in Tokyo gewees?
Het was in Nigeria. So ek het mos 'n brons gekry hierso, vir Team South Africa. So die was in Nigeria in. En ja, die was in Luxemburg. Was mos die eerste keer wat ek oor see gegaan het. Toe Mamel mos hy fundraising mos gedoen vir my. Ja, so hy was mos die eerste keer wat ek oorkant gegaan. In Luxemburg, ja.
Having a brother that has a disability in the household, we didn't really look at it as that because we used to just be normal with one another. So we would argue like normal families do, you know, we would laugh, we would tease each other. We do tease each other a lot, even to this day, you know, it's just that we're more mature now. So where we noticed that he was sort of amazing in the adaptability of his disability was that he would do normal chores like any other able person. So even just a simple task as making coffee and moving from the kitchen to the lounge without spilling the coffee, he'd be able to do that. So we had some trick to it, you know, because he wouldn't have his leg on. So he would hop from the kitchen with a cup of coffee. He would take the bread and just put the bread on top of the coffee. So whenever he reached the lounge, the bread would be soaked in coffee, but not a drop on the floor though. Yeah, so growing up with him was we didn't see it any different. We treated him so because we didn't want him to think that he's different from us.
Ricardo het ook maar 'n moeilike kinderlewe gehad. Die kinders daar buitekant is baie lelik. En as my kind uit die skool uitkom, dan sal ek met hom gepraat het en gesê het, die kinders is lelik daar buitekant my kind. Maar moenie dat hulle vir jou gaan afdruk. Jy kyk net vorentoe en jy gaan aan.
Ek voel baie trots. Kyk, die area waarin ons hom groot gemaak het. Is nie maklik vir 'n kind om in so 'n area groot te word nie. Maar dit hang af van die huis waarin hy groot geword het. Ricardo het so hoë hoogte sal bereik. Ek glo stellig, hy is die eerste een van Rodepan wat al die wêreld vol getoer het met sy sport.
I've competed at 6 different continents in powerlifting and bench press championships. I've been through the whole Europe countries, the Middle East countries, Dubai, North America, Mexico City, Rio de Janeiro. So I've been to a lot of countries. My very first championships, I won gold. I won the gold medal. It wasn't the South African record, but I grown in 10 months. I've grown in the sport, and then I've managed to win a gold medal. And in fact, I won 13 titles as a disabled powerlifter.
Spending hours breaking a sweat in the gym, Fitzpatrick is preparing for international and national powerlifting events. He's highly ranked.
Die laaste competitie wat ek deelgeneem het was die Commonwealth Games. Dit was in Gold Coast, Australië. Dit was in 2018. Dit was die laaste tyd wat ek nog vir Suid-Afrika geteenwoordig het. Die rede hoekom dit my laaste competitie was, is weens dat ek het deur baie persoonlike dinge ook gegaan. Ek het gelei aan depressie ook, en die feit dat COVID-19 ook ingekom het, dat dit dinge nog vererger. So ek was maar net in 'n dieper gat in. Maar ek het daai tyd gevoel, ek kan nie net so sit by die huis nie. Ek moet my probeer ek te vou soos ek altyd gewees het, en ek het daai tyd ook besluit dat ek begin gym equipment koop en aanhou by die huis. En dit het my nou gehelp om in hy normaliteit te gaan, wat ek, alhoewel ek by die huis was, ek moet my besig hou met gym equipment. I'm currently a network controller. I work for the Premier's office. I've been working for the office since September 2007. So it's going for 15 years now that I'm full-time working for the office of the Premier. I am currently stationed at the one-stop center in Rodepan, where I am providing computer services to the community.
Die positiewe gedeelte van Ricardo is dat hy sy persoonlikheid verander. Wanneer ons na die werk toe kom, die volgende dag is hy nog steeds dieselfde soos ons die vorige dag uitmekaar het gegaan het. Baie vriendelik, baie behulpsaam. So dit is wat positief vir my uitstaan by Ricardo, en dit maak dat ek geniet om saam met Ricardo te werk. Ricardo wil nou nog ook 'n gimnastiek vir die jong mense in Rodepan nog opsit. Dit is ook een van sy drome.
Sien vir ma. Daddy, kan ons daar by die bank nou kry, né? Is reg.
Sorry man, ek vra net sal jy my gou kan weervat.
Dan toe gaan jy.
Ek moet multipurpose toe gaan.
Nee, dan is dit reg. Kom ek lei jou sommer af.
Okay, dankie man, dankie.
Hoe sê jy Ramos nou? Die multipurpose center toe.
Ja, ek wil net iets gaan check daar so.
Ja, worry. My plek is dan so stukkend dan. Wat is jou planne daar so ja?
Ja, kyk, ek moet maar so kyk, die plek kan nog gesave word, dit kan nog gered word. So, ek meen die plan is mos nou daar om 'n gym te stig. Vir die oukies wat so op die drugs is en die crime wat so hoog is, net 'n bietjie distraction kry van die oukies af.
En nou moet jy kyk, as dan so baie damage op die building. Ja, waar gaan jy die geld vanaf kry om het weg te doen?
Ons moet maar net rondkyk en sien wie is gewillig om funding in te sit, net 'n goeie proposal insit en van daar af kyk.
Ja, kyk terwyl julle sommer kyk vir funding daar so, dan kyk julle sommer vir funding om die potholes ook reg te maak. Dat is lekker dan.
Yes, like, nee, dat is ook 'n ander story daar.
Wat gaan jy nou na die doen?
Weet ek, kyk, ons gaan nou na die plek kyk en dan wil ek nog werk op die proposal en ek wil sommer die municipality ook bel. Dan die multipurpose val onder die municipality. Dan kyk ons van daar af, ja.
Ja, maar dat is groot potential.
Nee, dat is
groot potential.
Nee, die plek kan nog mooi gebouw word. I remember when this center was built, there was very much enthusiasm in this place. There was a lot of commitment. There was a lot of activities that happened here. And I can remember back then, there were sporting facilities also here. I remember there was a wrestling contest also, national wrestling contest, as well as a karate tournament that was also here. There was indoor basketball tournaments, able-body basketball tournaments, as well as a wheelchair basketball tournament, which was also held at the center. So this place attracted national interest, not just locally.
The benefit was they could use the place whenever they wanted to. There was a place for them to go. When it rained, and years ago, we had very terrible rainfalls in Roodepan, and all those people that were staying in those shacks, they were moved into this hall. So the people there, Block 1A or B, and C, they benefited because they stayed there in the multipurpose center. And it is there where we fed them with soup and stuff, and until the weather was fine for them to move back into their shacks.
To look at the state of this building, it's really dire. It's not really as it was, but you know, the structure is still there, so it can still be revamped. It still has that potential.
Hello?
Is it speaking?
Yes, it is.
It's Ricardo Fitzpatrick. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm good. I've got your numbers from the municipality.
Okay.
Yes. I'm phoning in regard to the Roodepan Multipurpose Center.
Okay.
Yes. I would just like to know from your side, from the municipality, what are your plans into restoring the multipurpose center?
You. For this financially there isn't. Because last year we got someone who was approached by someone who was willing to apply for a lease contract to repair and use it for community purposes.
Okay.
But I doubt that person came forward because I never received anything in black and white from him.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But from the municipality, isn't there any plans from yourself?
Yeah, you know, that was one of the Swedish projects. You know, it was funded by Swedish government, and it was meant for the community, so that municipality didn't have control. It was controlled by the ward council and stuff. And like, if I put something in black and white, there's an application form that you have to complete as municipal properties. Then you drop off everything, then bring it to me for me to motivate and take it forward.
Okay, great stuff.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to see the condition of the place. And you know, it is us ourselves that caused that, to the place to look like that. We allowed it to be like that. So as a community, we did not take enough responsibility in protecting the facility.
Yeah, at the multipurpose, what's currently happening is the following. As you can see with the graffiti, there's a lot of gang signs, there's a lot of gang graffiti here. This is a crime haven. This is a drug den. This is a place where unemployed youth is coming here to smoke drugs and to use this place as a drug lolly lounge, as they name it. So it's a place which is so neglected that there's no care. They just use this place just to get high and to be on drugs and to use it for crime activities.
Ek wil net vir julle sê, die man is ook gestremd, net soos julle. Maar die man het die wêreld getoer. Hy het soveel gold medals en bekers. Dit is onwaar. Julle kan dit ook bereik as julle bereid is om te werk. So ek gaan nou oorgee aan hom dat hy vir julle kan wys wat kan 'n gestremde doen as hy dit wil doen.
1, 2, 3, go. There we go. Yeah, go. 1, 2, 3.
Disabled people, they often think they aren't able to do much, and they're especially not in sport. So to see someone that is disabled competing at that level and doing so well, I think it's really, it gives them the hope that they can also go and do something like that and also achieve what Ricardo has achieved. So I think it's a big inspiration for them, for disabled people, definitely.
I'm looking at participating and preparing for the South African Bench Press Championships. That will be next year, January. Hopefully it will be in Port Elizabeth. And from that competition, they will choose teams to go to international competitions. There is a possibility that international championships will be in South Africa. We're talking about the African Bench Press and Powerlifting Championships. And then there will be the World Bench Press Championships. That will be in Sun City next year. So when I do the SA Champs, I make the qualifying standards, and then I can qualify for the world champs. My motto in life is, if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Welcome to the wild, the city up, I'm a fly, one of the capital of shot, whatever do not apply. In case you wondering, when I'm on we try, sorry, Spina got a CV, but never get a reply. I love my city, man, I said it with a smile, so I'm only sending messages longer than River Nile. But we lose it on the corners and born by in and out, so we turn into the portal and spinning deals and vibe.
Sien jy hier?
Rita Utuna on stage!
Here we go again.
Ubuntu Cultural Group, please, backstage. Oh! Ebo! Vai chegar tom grau lá lança.
mosadi wa ga malome elele yele yele elele yele yele o tsere mosadi wa ga malome o tsere mosadi wa ga malome.
Yo, give it up one more time. Ubuntu Cultural Group, please come on stage. Ubuntu Cultural Group, come on stage. CPD Group, hey. Yeah, give it up. Tuana Nani, are you ready? They're not ready. Hey, okay, guys, let's get some food. I guess that will be end of the day. Travel safe home. Donkey.